You ever been at a hotel or at work and you see those plates that are not necessarily power outlets, but you don't really know what they are? They're orange and strange looking. Yeah, so that's a data plate. And you take your computer and you plug it in, and then suddenly you have internet. And that's what you really care about, nothing more, nothing less. And that's awesome. This is not a technical video. This is a what's behind the plate kind of video for the average Joe who has no idea. This is not a how-to video. This is just simply what goes on behind the plate. Now your computer needs to plug into something. And in order for that to work, you have to get to the wire. Now this wire has internet on it. Somehow we have to get this wire to have internet to your computer. So what we have to do is make your computer compatible to the wire. Now the wire inside looks like this. It's a series of green, orange, brown, and blue wires, and then the stripe comparison to this. And what I mean by that is we have brown stripe and brown, blue stripe and blue, and all the others. You'll notice here that there's a configuration. T568, either B or A. Depending on if you're B, you'll put green there, and if it's A, you'll put orange there, or you'll reverse it. Now, the industry standard is B, of course, so we all use that. A is usually reserved for military, sometimes. Now, this is our data plate. This is something that you probably be more familiar with, and this is just a little protection shell that we put on the back of it so it doesn't come out. Oh Lord. So what we do is we take all these wires and we put them together, and it comes out looking like this. It starts looking like this, and then we put it on the jack like that, and then it comes out looking like this, right? And then we just punch it all down. Once it's punched down correctly, then you can just very simply plug right into this thing. Boom, just like that. So now your computer is compatible with this wire that gives you data. But the problem is that this is kind of ugly and it's kind of just lingering around. So we then put it on the wall and make it look very nice and simple so that you can just plug your computer right into this wall. But really, what is happening with this data plate? This is an exploded view of an entire building. Okay, pretend that this is your computer or the data plate. This is the data plate, and then this is the switch or the place where the computer is going to get its information from. What you're going to do is you see that this connection goes all the way over there. This is basically an extension cord. There really is no difference between you taking this cable and plugging it directly into the switch. All you're doing is this could be 50 feet, this could be 300 feet, but no matter what, people don't like being in this switch room because it's hot, muggy, and tends to be used for storage. Now, people used to work in the switch room, no problem. They used to do it all the time. They used to be called a lab, where computers were the size of an entire room. But nowadays, computers are a little bit smaller, a little more portable, and can be installed in many different places, and many devices now use the internet more than ever. Like phones now use internet more so than they used to. It's called voice over internet protocol. So you have the voice over internet. So to avoid being in the nasty, muggy switch room, people want an extension cord that runs all the way from the switch to your little data plate, which looks like this. So when you plug in your data plate, you know that your connection is going to be solid all the way through here up to 300 feet or so. Now, what I'm specifically not doing is getting into the technical details of how all that works. But basically, if you could really sum it all down, there is nothing special about these wires. They're just copper. The way that they are instituted and the way that they are put together and the coordination of the jack and the wire and all of that being exactly the same all the way down the line allows the switch to deliver that information without mistake. And so really these wires don't really mean much, but when it comes to the relevance of the switch, right, you want the wire to mean the exact same thing. And here's why. Not all jacks are the same. You've got this jack, which has a totally different color coordination than this one does. And so in order for all of them to work together, they have to come up with their own proprietary system because of patent laws. So not one jack is the same as the other. So, but the most important thing is that all data cables are the exact same. So when you plug this in, all of those metal contacts have to touch the exact same metal contacts here, but the color coordination is what makes them all different. So when you are looking at behind the plate, understand that it's not necessarily that the plate has the power like power outlets do, but it's that it's running to the switch just like a breaker box would. I hope this was informative, and I hope you enjoyed Behind the Plate. It's a one-time episode that I'm going to do, because I don't know if this is going to launch or anything, but I just thought it'd be kind of fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my entire Walmart that I've been working on. So, see you later.